Chapter 31 Kneel Down. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Calm down. Although you are Huo Yuhao's teacher, you are just a dormitory supervisor. The person who fired Huo Yuhao was the head teacher of the freshman class. Wang Dong said, he understands, it is rare for this dormitory master to have a disciple. As a result, everyone would be angry if he was dismissed hastily, but after all, he is just the dormitory manager. What can he do except get angry? And if you get angry, your health will be bad. Yuhao, come with me. Moon suppressed his anger, the two disappeared instantly. Wang Dong looked at the place just now with a surprised look on his face. Where are the people? No way. Wang Dong suddenly thought of a possibility. The dormitory supervisor may not be the dormitory supervisor, but a mysterious existence from Shrek Academy. Poseidon Island, Poseidon Pavilion, the two people who disappeared just now appeared here. Lao Deng, didn't I ask you to ask for leave for me? Why am I still fired? In this case, I will have no choice but to go to another college. Oh, it's a pity that such a good talent like me was lost to other colleges. Huo Yuhao said with a sigh, there is a posture of adding fuel to the fire. Don't worry, the teacher will vent your anger until you are satisfied. After Muwen finished speaking, he immediately roared angrily without waiting for Huo Yuhao to answer. Yen Xiaozhe. Get here. The entire Poseidon Island resounded with Moon's voice. Even Yen Xiaozhe, who was in the secret room on Poseidon Island, heard it. What's going on? I didn't commit any crime. Yen Xiaozhe, who was in the secret room on Poseidon Island, was a little confused. Could it be that the teacher has something to do with me? Yen Xiaozhe thought of this and said to the woman in red on the ice bed. Xiao Tao, I have something to go out for, but you must not go out. Once you leave this special secret room, the evil fire in your body will explode again. At that point, even the teacher will be powerless. After saying that, he opened the door to the secret room and walked out, closed it behind his back, and left. When they arrived at the Poseidon Pavilion, they saw their teacher Muwen and Huo Yuhao standing next to him. Old. Before Yen Xiaozhe finished speaking, he heard Muwen say angrily. Kneel down. Yen Xiaozhe wanted to say something. Kneel down. Teacher, I am also in the same hospital after all. Yen Xiaozhe wanted to say but was ruthlessly interrupted by Muwen. Don't you understand when I ask you to kneel down? What? What I said didn't work. Yen Xiaozhe had no choice but to kneel down. No sound, try again. Moon frowned, very dissatisfied. Yen Xiaozhe gritted his teeth and knelt down heavily after getting up. The floor sunk in slightly. Remove the soul protection. Start again. I want to hear the sound. Yen Xiaozhe immediately followed the instructions. He knew that if he didn't satisfy Muwen, he might have to kneel down all the time. He immediately removed his soul protection and knelt down with all his strength. A dull sound sounded. The floor is dented. The area around the sunken floor was covered in Yen Xiaozhe's blood. This kneeling is really loud. It's also really hard work. Why didn't you do what I told you? Only then did Moon ask. There is only one thing that Muwen has told him recently, and that is to ask for leave for Huo Yuhao. It's unfair. I asked for leave on his behalf. I also specifically asked DouluoDalu to inform Huo Yuhao's class teacher. There's no way we weren't notified. Yen Xiaozhe said immediately, not a trace of hesitation. DouluoDalu strictly enforced his words, and it was impossible not to inform him. I don't care, anyway. The result is that Huo Yuhao is fired. As the dean, you are fully responsible. You go check it now, within today. No, I'll give you an hour. If you can't find out why Huo Yuhao was expelled, then just keep coming back and kneeling. After hearing what Mun said, Yen Xiaozhe rushed towards DouluoDalu's office without any hesitation. Damn it, you'd better pray that you informed her. Yen Xiaozhe cursed angrily. He is really angry. I am the head of the courtyard. Just because Huo Yuhao asked for leave, he knelt down 3 times. When had I ever been so angry? If Douluo really didn't notify him, then I must spread the fire on him. Yan Xiaozhe quickly came to the classroom office area behind the senior teaching building, go to the top floor and kick open Douluo's office door. But found that Douluo was not here. Douluo, get over here, Yan Xiaozhe roared immediately. Douluo, who was still patrolling other teaching buildings, immediately broke into a cold sweat. Run to your office immediately. Dean, what are your orders? Douluo asked. He was sweating profusely at this moment. He has never seen Yan Xiaozhe so angry in all these years. Have you done what I told you? Yan Xiaozhe asked. I did it. I even ran to notify Huo Yuhao's class teacher myself. Douluo said immediately. Yan Xiaozhe recently explained this matter, and specifically told him to inform him. Then why was Huo Yuhao fired? Yan Xiaozhe asked, suppressing his anger. This. Douluo looked confused. You want to say you don't know? Yan Xiaozhe frowned. I know. The head teacher of the freshman class is Zhou Yi. I don't know what she is thinking. On the first day of school, she announced that Huo Yuhao was expelled because Huo Yuhao didn't come to her class. Douluo was sweating profusely. If you really count it, he is also responsible. If he had punished Zhou Yi earlier, how could Huo Yuhao be expelled? He regretted it so much. He regretted why he didn't expel Zhou Yi directly after reporting it. He regretted why he transferred her to the first grade. Zhou Yi? Is it the Zhou Yi you said who raised the enrollment rate by expelling students? Douluo nodded. Yes, that's her. Okay, it's you. Okay. Go find her, Yan Xiaozhe said, and he disappeared. Douluo didn't dare to delay, and ran directly to the classroom of the freshman class. It was almost time for class, and Zhou Yi would not stay in the office with her personality. Besides, she knew Yan Xiaozhe too well, so he really left. That was not necessarily the case. This was secretly following her to collect evidence. Who on earth was Huo Yuhao? How could he make Yan Xiaozhe use this trick? Zhou Yi had hit a wall. Alas, this was the fate of not listening to advice. Arrived at the door of the freshman class, Douluo followed suit and kicked the door open. The students in the classroom turned their heads. This included Wang Dong. Director Du, what do you mean by this? Zhou Yi asked angrily. I was in class, why did he suddenly kick the door open? Chapter 32. You are listening at novelfull.audio. What's wrong? Don't you know what you did? Douluo glared at Zhou Yi and said, this matter is related to whether he can stay in this position in the future. He must deal with it seriously. What's the point of kicking in the door? I'll kick you later. What did I do? Zhou Yi also got angry. I have 100 students this time. Just fired one. Or special enrollment. Special admissions for only level 11 students. And he asked for leave on the first day of school. Shouldn't this be fired? Okay, you still don't admit it, do you? Let me ask you, did you fire Huo Yuhao? Douluo asked angrily. What happens if a special enrollment of more than 10 levels is opened? Did I fire fewer people when I was teaching as a senior? Zhou Yi retorted. Did I inform you that Huo Yuhao has something to do and has taken a long leave? Why do you have to fire him? That if he hadn't known where Yan Xiaozhe was hiding, he would have really wanted to slap him away. You gave me a notice to ask for leave, but you can't be fired without a notice. Why can't I drive? Zhou Yi said angrily. You're digging your own grave by doing this. Zhou Yi. You will regret it. Douluo found that he couldn't defeat her, so he had to put down his harsh words. Director Du, I am the head teacher of the first class of freshmen. Douluo was about to slam the door and leave, but found that the door had been kicked open by him. But if I don't throw something, I always feel uncomfortable. Bang! Douluo threw his time clock to the ground. Then he turned around and left quickly. Zhou Yi chuckled. Young man, fight with me. You are still several versions away. As soon as he returned to the office, Douluo saw Yan Xiaozhe. Dean, Douluo felt that he was really finished. After working as a teaching director for so many years, I can't even control a class teacher. I've seen it all. It's not your fault. I want to see rivers of blood. Find out everyone who has good relations with Zhou Yi. Open it all for me. Yan Xiaozhe's eyes showed a hint of ruthlessness. He wants Zhou Yi to be ruined. He was going to teach Zhou Yi a lesson he would never forget. Not only does he want to expel Zhou Yi who is close to him. We also need to promote Zhou Yi's enemies. We also want the entire Shrek Academy to know the news. Because Zhou Yi is alone. Shrek Academy had no choice but to expel her and everyone who was close to her. Where will Zhou Yi run to next? Wherever this information goes. He wants to make Zhou Yi no longer have a place to stand. Have you found out? Yan Xiaozhe urged. He only has 1 hour. Seize every minute and every second. Otherwise, he will really take the blame. Check, find out. Douluo said weakly. If you find out, show it to me. What are you stammering for? Yan Xiaozhe said with some dissatisfaction, while taking the document handed over by Douluo. After just one glance, he was stunned. What kind of loner? I don't have a good friend. A lot of enemies. There is only one sale left. No, what the hell? Yan Xiaozhe felt like he was drawing a sword and looking around at a loss. He even felt that if Fan Yu didn't have the status of her husband, she might have run away long ago. No wonder Douluo stuttered suddenly. If it were him, he would also stutter. He had never seen such an unpopular teacher. Check for me. Check her parents. Check her relatives. Yan Xiaozhe didn't believe it. If you don't have friends, don't you have family? Okay, let's check now. Douluo immediately searched for Zhou Yi's parents. Dean. After a while, Douluo raised his head. Yan Xiaozhe narrowed his eyes. You want to say that both her parents are dead? As expected of the dean, he guessed it right at once. Upon hearing this, Yan Xiaozhe became even more confused. He really didn't want to torture Zhou Yi to death like this. There is no sense of pleasure at all. He wants everyone in Zhou Yi to rebel against their relatives. I want Zhou Yi to be spurned by her friends. I almost forgot. Yan Xiaozhe suddenly woke up. Fan Yu, check Fan Yu for me. She has no relatives anymore. She has no friends anymore. But, she still has a husband. You have no friends. Does your husband have no friends? If he remembered correctly, Fan Yu should be the next dean of the Soul Guidance Department. He should have some relationship with Qian Duo and Xian Liner. Old money. Sorry. Yan Xiaozhe had already thought about it. He wanted Zhou Yi to see with his own eyes how Fan Yu was destroyed. Then raise Zhou Yi's rival. In the end, Zhou Yi herself was fired. Found it. There are many, but they all ask him to make soul guides. Only Dean Qian Duo and. Before Douluo could finish speaking, Yan Xiaozhe snatched it away and said, Bring it here, I'll see for myself. Isn't this still a lonely person? What a perfect match, we are both alone. Yan Xiaozhe discovered that he seemed unable to cause substantial harm to Zhou Yi very effectively. I can't care about so much. Do it now. Yan Xiaozhe immediately asked Douluo to prepare the materials, first fire Zhou Yi, then bring her to me. Then dismiss all Fan Yu's positions. Bring him to me too. Forget it, I'll go myself. Yan Xiaozhe went to the freshman teaching building. What are you doing again? Are you still not allowed to give lectures? Zhou Yi looked towards the door. The new door she had just replaced was kicked open again. Give lectures. You won't have this opportunity in the future. Before Zhou Yi could react, Yan Xiaozhe knocked her out. Until Yan Xiaozhe carried Zhou Yi away. No one in the class stopped him. No one even spoke. No wonder so many people hate him. Soul Guide Test Area, the door of Fan Yu's laboratory was kicked open. Who? Fan Yu, who was doing an experiment, reacted immediately. Yan Xiaozhe didn't have time to explain, and immediately released his spirit to knock Fan Yu unconscious. Attack his heart. Just take him away. The rest is not his business. Poseidon Island, Poseidon Pavilion. Kneel down. Yan Xiaozhe shouted angrily. The pressure of the super Douluo was instantly released. Directly pressed on Zhou Yi and Fan Yu. If they don't kneel, then their legs will be broken. Two heavy muffled sounds rang out. Zhou Yi and Fan Yu both knelt down. I brought the people here. She is the one who fired Huo Yuhao. Her name is Zhou Yi. Next to her is her husband, Fan Yu, who is an 8th level spirit mentor. Moon En slowly opened his eyes. The spirit system needs a major change. You go and do it. Yes. Yan Xiaozhe nodded and left Poseidon Pavilion immediately. The reckoning begins. He didn't want to stay in Poseidon Pavilion for even a second. Yuhao, how do you want to deal with this? Moon asked Huo Yuhao, who was standing beside him. I'll handle this. Really? Ding. Choose to trigger. Chapter 33 Fan Yu, damn, you really offended the leader of the Sea God Pavilion? You are listening at novelfull.audio. The person who fired you and her relatives have been caught in front of you by Yan Xiaozhe. Moon asked you to handle it yourself. How will you make a choice? Option 1, generous forgiveness. You are a good person with a kind heart. Although Zhou Yi fired you, is she not doing well? Destroy her soul power, make her kneel down to apologize, and then forgive her. Completion reward, fire attribute soul skill x1. Option 2, deal with it rationally. You were fired, but if you don't forgive her, she and her husband will lose more than just their jobs. Let them apologize, and the matter will be over. Completion reward, level 3 soul master proficiency. Option 3, you don't want to, Zhou Yi, you don't want your husband to lose his job, right? Let her cooperate with you. Completion reward, new effect of spirit eye illusion. Option 4, die, you have already asked for leave, but she still chooses to be fired, which means you will die. Send him and her husband to see the king of hell. Completion reward, strengthening the way to death. Huo Yuhao, no, if you strengthen it, you will strengthen it. What the hell is strengthening through the method of death? To be honest, Huo Yuhao really didn't understand, what can the way of death strengthen? It's not as good as Wang Dongbao's option, the enhancement of Zhenshuan Tiangong, new effect of spirit eye illusion. This is good. This is good. Alas, it's a pity that Moon is by his side. It's a pity, Huo Yuhao sighed, it is better not to have a proficient 3rd level soul master, and fire attribute soul skills are probably useless. To be honest, Huo Yuhao was a little disappointed, but this is normal. After all, Zhou Yi's soul power level is not high, he is just a soul emperor. Although Fan Yu's soul power level is high and he is a contra, he is not good at fighting. Risks often coexist with opportunities. Just like the previous duel with Moon, the risks were high. After all, he is a level 99 ultimate Douluo. 41 and 99 duel, you just say that the risk is full, right? Muen suppressed the level, but if he was not Huo Yuhao's teacher, wouldn't it be normal for him to turn against him? So the reward is a full 1 million gold soul coins. And this is just to defeat Mun in a one-on-one challenge, not to kill Mun. You know, the Snow Emperor embryo plus the conferred god platform only cost 150 million gold soul coins. Destroy her soul power and make her kneel down and kowtow to me to apologize. Huo Yuhao said coldly. Moon had a flash of confusion, feeling that Huo Yuhao was still too kind. Okay, since you said so, let's do as you ask. Moon slowly raised his hand, but from Zhou Yi's perspective, it doesn't feel that way. The raised hand seemed like a big hand demanding life. She wanted to beg for mercy, but she couldn't. She doesn't even have the qualifications to speak. Fan Yu's eyes widened in disbelief. This is Shrek Academy. Who is it? Dare to take away yourself and your wife here. He still doesn't know what happened. I don't know why Yan Xiaozhe wanted to catch him here. Could it be that Yan Xiaozhe rebelled? It doesn't make sense. He is the head of the hospital. Why would you listen to such an old man? And I don't even know Mu En or Huo Yuhao. Then there is only one possibility left. Zhou Yi messed with someone he shouldn't have messed with. But as a teacher, how could she provoke such big shots? Is it possible that we can still provoke the pavilion master of Poseidon Pavilion? Fan Yu suddenly felt that he had figured it out and looked at Zhou Yi in disbelief. Damn it, have you really offended the master of Poseidon Pavilion? Only the master of Poseidon Pavilion can order Yan Xiaozhe. Only then could Yan Xiaozhe catch the two of them with his own hands. When Zhou Yi saw Fan Yu's eyes, he suddenly felt bad. Why are you looking at me like that? I didn't commit any crime. She suddenly thought of what Du Weiluan said. You will regret it. She really regrets now, regrets why she fired Huo Yuhao. If you want to establish your authority, why don't you find someone else? No. It's not you who's wrong, it's you. Why don't you just tell me Huo Yuhao's identity? If it weren't for you, how could I use Huo Yuhao to establish his authority? Zhou Yi's eyes were bleeding. I want to break free from Mun's oppression. But why? Is it because of her big face? Or is it the vulnerable level 60 Soul Emperor? As Mun's hand fell, Zhou Yi felt like she had aged more than 10 years in an instant. Soul Emperor's cultivation, no more. Kneel down, kowtow and apologize, and consider forgiving you. Huo Yuhao looked down at Zhou Yi who was kneeling on the ground. Oh, I forgot that you are already kneeling, so just kowtow and apologize. Huo Yuhao added another sentence. You don't want Fan Yu to lose his job at Shrek Academy, right? Seeing Zhou Yi didn't move, Huo Yuhao threatened. Zhou Yi suddenly found that he could speak. Give you a chance, answer me in 10 seconds, don't regret it. 10. 9. 8. Zhou Yi was still hesitating. To be honest, she couldn't get over this hurdle in her heart. 7. Huo Yuhao naturally noticed it and smiled slightly. 2. Wait a minute, didn't you say 10 numbers? Isn't this right? Zhou Yi's eyes widened, with an incredible look on her face. Is it your business if I speed up? 1. Before Muan could make a move, Zhou Yi kowtowed to apologize. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, the kowtow made a loud sound. She had already lost her soul power, so she naturally lost her job. If Fan Yu was the same as her, that would really be the end. Not only could those people she had offended in the past bully and humiliate her at will. Even Mu Jin could humiliate her. This was something she couldn't tolerate. She had lost her soul power, and she didn't have any soul master relatives. How miserable would the end be? Zhou Yi couldn't even imagine it. At that time, death would be the only relief. Your apology was just this little noise. I remember you fired me with a loud noise. Also, I want to hear a sound when I kowtow. Otherwise it doesn't count. Zhou Yi couldn't help but clench her fists when she heard what Huo Yuhao said. She had her head broken, and this was called no sound. Also, I have no soul power left. How can I apologize so loudly without soul power to amplify my voice? It is simply unreasonable. Although I thought so in my heart, Zhou Yi's body was still very honest. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Zhou Yi shouted with the loudest voice in her life, and knocked her head hard with all her strength. Bang! Seeing Zhou Yi's head bleeding, Huo Yuhao nodded, yeah, it's very loud, I forgive you. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing option 1, the reward, Fire Attribute Soul Skill X1, has been issued to the host. Then can we go back? Zhou Yi asked ecstatically. She saw a glimmer of hope in despair. A trace of disappointment flashed in Moon N's eyes. He felt that Huo Yuhao was still too kind. Just when Moon N thought it was over, he heard Huo Yuhao say, "The one who is responsible for forgiving you is Hao Yuhua. What does it have to do with me, Huo Yuhao? I am only responsible for sending you to see Hao Yuhua." Chapter 34 Lao Deng, can you catch 100,000-year-old soul beast for me? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Okay, as expected of you. Moon suddenly beamed. He knew it wasn't that simple. Huo Yuhao did not disappoint him. He is qualified to succeed as the head of Poseidon Pavilion. You are going back on your word. Are you still shameless? Zhou Yi shouted angrily. She really didn't expect that Huo Yuhao could be so cunning at such a young age. What does it mean to apologize to Hao Yuhua? What does it have to do with you, Huo Yuhao? Isn't that all you? But the name is just wrong. He also said he would send me down to see him. Could it be that Hao Yuhua is still dead? Zhou Yi was really right. Hao Yuhua was dead at the beginning. The person standing in front of him now is Huo Yuhao. Don't talk nonsense. When did I go back on my word? Teacher, do you think so? Hao Yuhua and Huo Yuhao are two people. Huo Yuhao smiled. Okay, teacher, you don't have to say anything, just kill them. Huo Yuhao knows very well that villains die because they talk too much. Of course, he's not a villain. It's a pity that I can't get the new effect of spirit eye illusion. If Moon wasn't here, he would definitely try. What a pity. Mun nodded and looked at Huo Yuhao with satisfaction. Okay, kill decisively, don't say anything to the enemy. Excellent talent. At such a young age, he is already the 40-level soul sect. Not only are the 4 soul rings 10,000 years old. There is a second martial spirit. The ultimate ice. Very suitable to be the master of Poseidon Pavilion. The position of the master of Poseidon Pavilion is simply tailor-made for him. Dragon King breaks evil split. Mu En unleashed all his firepower and unleashed the full version of Dragon King breaking evil split. Zhou Yi was filled with resentment and turned into pieces. Fan Yu was filled with regret and turned into pieces. There was no blood on the floor. This is the correct usage of Dragon King's breaking evil splitting. Destroy the corpses and eliminate traces. Huo Yuhao suddenly understood. Bite. Congratulations to the host for completing option 4. The reward, strengthening the way to death, has been issued to the host. Huo Yuhao felt that he had an indescribable power. After he felt it carefully, he felt that the strengthening of the method of taking death was really powerful. As long as Huo Yuhao tells someone the way to die, the target will not be able to escape. We must fight him to the death. Of course, if it were just like this, Huo Yuhao wouldn't think this method of killing was too powerful. The cool thing is that he can cancel at any time. In other words, if he can't beat him, he can run away. And if the opponent can't beat him, then he can't escape. No negative effects at all. It's like a fortress, isn't it? A must to be the leader of all armies. No one can interfere until the winner is decided. Of course, there are also some drawbacks to the method of death, which requires mental energy to be used. Rather than soul power, this hurts, because Huo Yuhao's current mental power is only 2,400 points, which is comparable to that of a soul emperor in his 60s or above. It is only 2,000 points more than non-spiritual attribute soul masters of the same level. In terms of mental strength, Huo Yuhao is still too weak. It's time to go back. I'm almost done with my anger, Moon said. I have a question. Huo Yuhao asked. You want to ask me what my identity is? Moon chuckled. Oh, that's not true. It doesn't matter who you are. Huo Yuhao shook his head. Moon, you kid, you are a little too arrogant. It doesn't matter what I mean or what my identity is. I am the current head of the Poseidon Pavilion. Isn't it? Even if you are still the dormitory supervisor, you are still my teacher. Huo Yuhao said seriously. Okay. Moon smiled happily. Stop laughing, Lao Deng, I have something else to ask you. Huo Yuhao interrupted ruthlessly. Moon was not annoyed. Ask me, what's the problem? I have a level 9 soul guide here. Can you catch 100,000-year-old soul beast for me? Huo Yuhao said seriously. Moon's eyes widened. What did you just say? It is indeed Lao Deng. I spoke so loudly that I didn't even hear him. Huo Yuhao clicked his ears and shouted word by word. I said, There. 1. 9th. Level. Soul. Guide. Device. Here. You. Can. No. Can. Give. Me. Catch. 1. Only. 10,000. Years. Soul. Beast. Come back. Come. Mun continued to ask, did I hear correctly, a 9th level soul guide, that it's not his fault. You know, the highest level in Shrek Academy is the 8th level soul master. He has never seen what a level 9 soul guide looks like. Now Huo Yuhao said that he had a level 9 soul tool. To be honest, it was hard for him to believe it. Could it be that the entire Shrek Academy's soul masters combined weren't enough to defeat Huo Yuhao? The 100,000-year soul beast is second best. Because with his strength, it is too easy to capture a 100,000-year-old soul beast alive. It's just that he doesn't have the means to trap this 100,000-year-old soul beast. Where did you get the 9th level soul guide? Mun asked again. I picked it up. Hearing Huo Yuhao's answer, Mu-en only felt, Huo Yuhao said innocently, I saw no one wanted it, so I picked it up. No one really wants this. Where are the people in the far north? That titled Douluo's head exploded. Can he still stand up and say that the conferred god platform is his own? Where did you pick it up? I'll pick one up too. After hearing Mu-en's words, Huo Yuhao replied, the land of the far north. Okay, I'll pick it up right away. It would be over without you. Moon nodded and got ready to go immediately. He suddenly came back to his senses and asked, wait a minute, where did you just say you picked it up? The far north. Is there any problem? Huo Yuhao asked with some confusion. Moon. The far north? Is there anyone going there? A level 9 soul guide. I don't think there are 9 people. Moon seriously suspected that Huo Yuhao was teasing him. It's really the far north, Lao Deng, can I still lie to you? My second martial soul was also picked up in the far north. After listening to Huo Yuhao's words, Mu-en felt like he was going to be pissed to death. What kind of disciples have I accepted? Listen to what these are saying. Can I still pick up the second martial soul? Why don't you say that the Ice Emperor of the 3 Kings of the far north has merged with you? Why didn't you say that the Snow Emperor of the 3 Kings of the far north has also merged with you? I'm bragging that I didn't write any drafts at all. Just open your mouth and come. Lao Deng, I think you are really old and can't keep up with the times, Huo Yuhao said, taking out the 9th level soul tool conferring god platform and handing it to Mun. Let's see if it's a level 9 soul guide. Is there still some atmosphere of the far north? Lao Deng, can I still lie to you? This is the evidence. You still don't believe me when I say I picked it up. Can I still steal it from a titled Douluo and 9th level soul master? After hearing what Huo Yuhao said, Mu-en suddenly felt bad. Yes. How could Huo Yuhao defeat a titled Douluo who was a 9th level soul master? It looks like it was really picked up. Then the second martial soul was really picked up. No, why is he so lucky? Traveling through the Douluo continent, during the legend of Dragon King, what should I do if I don't have the bloodline to defy the heavens? Not enough blood. Use your brain. Su Yuan gave his answer, this is a world where blood is supreme. Anyone with blood will be suppressed by the gold and silver dragon king, but regardless of bloodline, which path can lead to the ultimate goal. One day, Su Yuan, who practiced with his brain, developed a secret technique that absorbed the power of blood and transformed his own qi and blood. Seeing Tang Wulin with the surging golden dragon blood, he drooled unconsciously. Brother, you smell so good. Chapter 35 Oh my god, it's so hot. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Freshman Dormitory. Tell me, what happened to Zhou Yi in the end? Wang Dong asked curiously. To be honest, he didn't like this teacher at all. How do I know? Huo Yuhao spread his hands. You said she was taken away, but you don't know who. And you came to ask me. Wang Dong rubbed his hands and said, I'm just asking. Okay, don't ask anymore. I'm going to practice. Huo Yuhao waved his hand, sat cross-legged on the bed, and began to digest the Ice Emperor's soul power within the Holy Dragon soul core. He has already handed over the 9th level soul tool conferred God platform to Mun. Moon said he would catch 100,000-year soul beast for him to play with when he had time. What he has to do now is to practice hard and make himself stronger as soon as possible. Strength is everything. His current level is enough to sweep through the freshmen. Moon asked him to take first place. Wasn't it easy to win? Okay, you can practice slowly. Wang Dong nodded, ready to go off and have some fun. Unexpectedly, the dormitory door was suddenly knocked open. Even the door and people hit the wall. Huo Yuhao. Killing field. Thousands of miles of ice. Although he didn't know what happened, Huo Yuhao had already entered a fighting state. Wang Dong kicked the door open, and the martial spirit instantly possessed him. At this moment, a red figure rushed in. Huo Yuhao. That I didn't even go to Poseidon Lake, but you came to visit me? Fortunately, Huo Yuhao was already at the 40-level soul sect, so it was easy to defeat Ma Xiaotao, who was only a soul emperor and was still going berserk. Because of the thousands of miles of ice, the high temperature emanating from Ma Xiaotao's body has been suppressed. The dormitory was not melted. Bite. Choose to trigger. Ma Xiaotao's mind was eroded by the evil fire, and she went berserk for the second time. Her fighting power has become stronger. How will you make a choice? Option 1, remove the evil for Shrek. Ma Xiaotao's mind has been eroded by evil fire, and she is hopeless. Send her to see the King of Hell. Completion reward, Evil Fire Phoenix Egg X1. Option 2, save lives and heal the wounded. As Shrek's #1 good guy, suppress her evil fire and restore her sanity. Completion reward, Phoenix Egg X1. Option 3, take advantage of the situation. She happens to be delirious right now, so blast her gold coins. Completion reward, 10,000 Your Fire Attribute Soul Bone X1. Option 4, Evil Fire. What I treat as evil fire, insert the ultimate ice into Ma Xiaotao's body to suppress her rampant evil fire. Completion reward, Phoenix Arms. After hearing the options, Huo Yuhao retracted his original idea of using the sky-breaking ice slash. There is no cold palm in the heavy snow. Slap Ma Xiaotao. The rampaging Ma Xiaotao had no consciousness and acted on instinct. When she felt threatened, she immediately counterattacked, and the 6 soul rings on her body appeared. Yellow, yellow, purple, purple, black, black. The 2nd, 3rd, and 6th soul rings light up at the same time. The flame that had been suppressed ignited again. A line of fire as thin as a finger spurted out from the fire phoenix behind her. Seeing Ma Xiaotao unleash a combination of skills, Huo Yuhao stopped hiding and immediately went into full fire. His eyes instantly turned white. The entire dormitory was frozen. Ma Xiaotao's flames were completely suppressed by Huo Yuhao. She can't move freely either. Wang Dong on the side was also frozen by him. Huo Yuhao himself was also frozen. But Huo Yuhao can move freely. Because he can make the ice melt at any time. Wherever they go, they melt. Wherever Huo Yuhao leaves, they freeze again. Ma Xiaodao's bright red eyes are still bright red. The evil fire shows no signs of being suppressed. Huo Yuhao didn't care, because here. This is his domain. Evil fire phoenix eggs and phoenix eggs. What is this? Is it possible to hatch a pony peach? For some reason, Huo Yuhao thought of Little Snow Emperor. No, is this the second time you've gone berserk? Why did he still escape the second time after he went on a rampage the first time? How does Yan Xiaozhe manage this? What a waste. Super Douluo can't control a soul emperor. At this time, Huo Yuhao had already thought about how to deal with Ma Xiaotao. Then you must first get the phoenix arms, which looks awesome. What evil fire phoenix egg, at first glance is not as strong as the phoenix armed force. But how to insert the ultimate ice into Ma Xiaodao's body? This is a problem. Hey! Yes, Huo Yuhao immediately squatted down and inserted his middle finger. Ultimate ice can be released through your fingers, so it makes sense to insert your fingers into it. Just when Huo Yuhao was about to increase the transmission of extreme ice, Huo Yuhao found that his fingers were bleeding. It's stupid, isn't it? It's so burning. Huo Yuhao quickly increased the transmission speed of ultimate ice. He no longer wanted to tease Happy Bean, he was really afraid that his fingers would be burned. Bite. Congratulations to the host for completing option 4, the reward, Phoenix Arms, has been issued to the host. Storage space, Xiantian Baolu's True, Soul Technique Secret Technique, Combined Skill, Blue Hair X1, Convincing People with Reason X1, Phoenix Arms. Finally suppressed. Huo Yuhao breathed a sigh of relief, then he looked up and found that Ma Xiaodao's eyes were closed. I suppressed your evil fire. Isn't it too much to give me some gold coins? Huo Yuhao immediately took away Ma Xiaodao's storage soul guide. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing option 3. The reward, 10,000-year-old fire attribute soul bone X1, has been issued to the host. Storage space, Xiantian Baolu's True, Soul Skill Secret Method Combination Skill, Blue Hair X1, Convincing People with Reason X1, Phoenix Armament. 10,000-year-old fire attribute soul bone X1. Strange, why hasn't she woken up yet? Huo Yuhao was a little confused. Obviously, the evil fire had been suppressed by him, so Ma Xiaotao should have woken up. Here. Huo Yuhao frowned. Someone entered the range of his spiritual detection. He immediately took back all the areas he had released. The surrounding ice also melted into water in an instant. Huo Yuhao suddenly felt that something was missing and looked at Ma Xiaotao. I almost forgot to put it back on. Huo Yuhao just put it on for her. At this time, the ice that froze Wang Dong also melted, and the group of people also came to the freshman dormitory. Oops, it seems that the students from the outer courtyard were injured. Yan Xiaozhe immediately rushed to the dormitory where Huo Yuhao was. Long time no see. Huo Yuhao smiled and said hello. At this moment, Yan Xiaozhe was sweating profusely. He had already thought of how Huo Yuhao would complain to Munen. Okay, long time no see. Yan Xiaozhe smiled awkwardly. Nothing was hurt, right? That's not the case, but our dormitory was smashed. Huo Yuhao waved his hand. You are her teacher, right? Hearing this, Yan Xiaozhe knew that it was over. Yes. But Yan Xiaozhe couldn't help but admit it, so he had to bite the bullet and admit it. Isn't it just kneeling once? I'll kneel down, okay. Why don't you take care of it? Do you know that she almost lost her mind? If I didn't have the ultimate ice martial soul to suppress her evil fire, maybe she would be completely hopeless. Huo Yuhao cursed. Yes, what junior brother said is right. It's all my fault for not supervising properly. Yan Xiaozhe nodded repeatedly. Wait, ultimate ice. Chapter 36 The dignified Dean of Shrek kneels so smoothly. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Yan Xiaozhe suddenly raised his head and stared directly at Huo Yuhao. He quickly grabbed Huo Yuhao's shoulders and asked, Are you really the ultimate ice? It's like grabbing a life-saving straw. This is indeed the case, because a few days ago, Ma Xiaotao had already been violent. Fortunately, no one was near Poseidon Island that time, and it was stopped in time, so no casualties were caused. Yan Xiaozhe also didn't expect that the special ice chamber would have no effect on Ma Xiaotao, otherwise he wouldn't leave so easily. At least he won't do it himself to clean up the martial soul system. If not, Ma Xiaotao would not have been able to escape. Stop, stop, stop. Don't get excited, you're going to fall apart. Huo Yuhao broke away from Yan Xiaozhe. Yes, I am the ultimate ice martial spirit, what's wrong? Seeing Huo Yuhao nodding, Yan Xiaozhe said, I'll leave Xiaodao's evil fire to you, junior brother. Why? She came to my doorstep, and I still want to suppress the evil fire for the enemy. Huo Yuhao shook his head dissatisfied. This. Yan Xiaozhe looked at the dormitory that was destroyed beyond recognition by Ma Xiaotao, but in just a moment, Yan Xiaozhe made a decision. You all go back and leave this place to me. Yan Xiaozhe said to those behind him. Yes, Dean. Everyone left one by one. Soon, only Huo Yuhao, Wang Dong, Yan Xiaozhe, and Ma Xiaotao were left here. Junior brother, I kneel down for you. Xiaodao's evil fire is up to you. As Yan Xiaozhe spoke, he knelt on the ground very smoothly. I can't do it. I can't do it. With that said, Huo Yuhao wanted to pull Yan Xiaozhe up. Everyone in Huo Yuhao was numb. No, you, the majestic Dean of Shrek Academy, a level 95 super Douluo, kneel down when you say so. Also, you are too silky. No, junior brother, if you don't agree, then I will keep kneeling. Yan Xiaozhe said firmly. Huo Yuhao. He was really silent. You kneel down like a chicken. Won't you go back and give me some soul bones? If you kneel down for me, what can I gain? Nothing can be gained. So it's useless for you to kneel down. But he definitely couldn't say this, so Huo Yuhao had no choice but to sigh. It's useless for you to kneel down. This is not something I can help with my consent. It's very troublesome to completely suppress the evil fire. And she may not be able to accept my method of suppressing the evil fire. Huo Yuhao said slowly. What can I do? Yan Xiaozhe's eyes lit up and he asked. Huo Yuhao walked to Yan Xiaozhe and whispered. After listening to Huo Yuhao's words, Yan Xiaozhe also hesitated. This method is indeed special. Xiaotao would most likely disagree. It's about her reputation after all, it's also about her innocence. Hey! Yes, Yan Xiaozhe suddenly had a flash of inspiration and had an idea. Junior brother, see you later. I'll take Xiaotao one step ahead. Yan Xiaozhe stood up, held Ma Xiaotao in the air with his soul power, and left in the direction of Poseidon Pavilion. What the hell? Huo Yuhao was really confused by Yan Xiaozhe. What's his idea? Can you still convince Ma Xiaotao to accept this kind of treatment? Huo Yuhao didn't believe it. Otherwise, how could Ma Xiaotao have her mind eroded by the evil fire? You. That was your soul skill just now? Wang Dong asked with some confusion. Before he could recover from being kicked open by the door, he was frozen by Wanli ice. In fact, he didn't know exactly what happened. I don't know what Huo Yuhao did. Don't talk nonsense. How come I have ice attribute soul skills? Wang Dong asked. What is the ultimate ice? Okay, I forgot to tell you about my information. It's mine. What's wrong? Huo Yuhao asked with a smile. Are you already so powerful? Hearing Wang Dong's question, Huo Yuhao did not answer, but smiled. At the same time, Poseidon Pavilion's specially made ice-tight interior, Ma Xiaotao, who was lying on the ice bed, gradually woke up. It's so cold, so cold. Ma Xiaotao curled up into a ball. This is also normal. After all, Huo Yuhao's ultimate ice was almost filling her up. With her strength as a level 60 soul emperor, it was impossible for the evil fire to break out again. At least we have to wait until the soul saint and fight with all our strength before the evil fire can break out again. Of course, this takes a long time, at least for several years. After all, her cultivation speed is only the 10th level of innate soul power. Xiaotao, you finally woke up. Teacher, I can't help you. I underestimated the evil fire in your body. You shouldn't be left alone here. Yan Xiaozhe blamed himself. Ma Xiaodao's pink eyes turned slightly red and she blamed herself. No, teacher, it's all my fault. I failed to suppress the evil fire in my body. Hey, it's time to pause your practice. Yan Xiaozhe sighed. He didn't know how long Huo Yuhao's ultimate ice could suppress Ma Xiaodao's evil fire. If the cultivation breaks out again, it will be over. When the evil fire breaks out for the third time, Ma Xiaotao may really lose her mind. If it weren't for meeting Huo Yuhao, the owner of the ultimate ice martial soul this time, then Ma Xiaodao's mind would probably be devoured by the evil fire this time. Become an evil fire monster. Teacher, I can practice, I can feel that there is no evil fire in my body. Ma Xiaotao said excitedly. She didn't care about what Yan Xiaozhe just said. Xiaotao, although you are the first genius of Shrek Academy in the past 100 years, the risk of your evil fire is too great. If it breaks out again and the evil fire destroys your mind, then the teacher will regret it for the rest of his life. Yan Xiaozhe said slowly. No, I want to practice. The evil fire in my body has been completely suppressed, and it will never be devoured by the evil fire again. Ma Xiaotao said stubbornly. Okay, but you have to agree to one request of mine. Yan Xiaozhe changed the subject and agreed to let Ma Xiaotao continue to practice. What did you just say, teacher? Ma Xiaotao was about to argue with Yan Xiaozhe, but suddenly she didn't know what to say. I said yes, but you have to agree to one of my requests. Ma Xiaotao said obediently. Teacher, you say. Teacher has found a good match for you, and he is the one who will help you suppress the evil fire this time. He is also the only owner of the ultimate ice martial soul in the entire Shrek Academy. If it weren't for him, your mind would have been devoured by the evil fire. Yan Xiaozhe said seriously. What? I don't want it. I don't want to marry someone I don't like for the sake of the ultimate ice. Ma Xiaodao's pretty face turned red, and she couldn't help but think of a yellow-haired boy. During the period when the evil fire was rampaging, she still had vague memories. But you can't suppress the evil fire yourself. Yan Xiaozhe sighed. I have someone I like, and I won't agree anyway. You. Yan Xiaozhe was stunned. He is in Shrek Academy, ding. Congratulations to the host for completing option 2, and the reward, Phoenix Egg X1, has been issued to the host. Storage space, Xiantian Baolup True, Soul Skill Secret Combination Skill, Blue Hair X1, Convincing People with Reason X1, Phoenix Armament. 10,000-year-old Fire Attribute Soul Bone X1, Phoenix Egg X1. Chapter 37 Wang Dong, this is too much of an insult to me. You are listening at novelfull.audio. How on earth are we going to hatch this phoenix egg? Huo Yuhao looked helpless at the phoenix egg which was emitting high temperature. He used all the conventional methods, but to no avail. The hatching progress of the phoenix egg is still 0% that it's hard to stretch. Is it possible to find Ma Xiaotao to hatch? This is not right either. If it were hatched by her, how could the evil fire phoenix egg explode if she was killed? As for flame incubation, he also tried it. Like other incubation methods, it had no effect at all. Yuhao. It's time to sell grilled fish. At this moment, Tanya's voice came from downstairs. Huo Yuhao put the phoenix egg back into the storage space and walked downstairs. Because his dormitory was destroyed by Ma Xiaotao, he moved into a new dormitory. The new dormitory is much larger and has a toilet. Although it is still so simple, it is much better than the old freshman dormitory. Let's go. When Tanya saw Huo Yuhao coming down, she grabbed Huo Yuhao's hand and ran outside the academy. The two quickly arrived outside Shrek Academy. Tanya skillfully placed the metal oven and iron rack. Huo Yuhao handled the herring skillfully. Before the grilling even started, Huo Yuhao's stall was already crowded with people, even though he had only sold it once before, but it spread so fast. Huo Yuhao, who single-handedly suppressed one of the Gemini stars in the outer courtyard, will grill the fish for you personally. Do you dare to think? All it takes is 1 gold soul coin. Isn't this a huge profit? After Huo Yuhao took care of the herring, he used the Wanli frozen domain to build an ice booth, put the phoenix egg on it. Seniors, I have a phoenix egg here. If anyone can try out an effective hatching method, you will have the right of first refusal to eat grilled fish at my place from now on. And, I will also give you an additional 300,000 gold soul coins. Huo Yuhao used his soul power to expand his words and spoke to everyone present. As the saying goes, 3 cobblers are as good as Zhuge Liang. So many people now. Huo Yuhao couldn't believe that he couldn't find a way to hatch it. If he really couldn't find it, then Huo Yuhao would have to wait for Muan to come back. He was just talking, but he didn't expect that Mun would actually take the god-conferring platform to capture the 100,000-year soul beast. Speaking of which, this is still his fault, otherwise he might have known how to hatch. Did I hear that right? 300,000 gold soul coins. As long as it is an effective incubation method, then isn't the money gained in vain? I don't think it's possible. If it were so simple, how could he give so many gold soul coins? That makes sense. I'd better eat grilled fish. Huo Yuhao continued, if you want to try the effective hatching, line up here, and if you want to eat grilled fish, line up here. As long as you try it, no matter whether it works or not, you can eat a grilled fish for free. After Huo Yuhao said this, most people went to line up at the phoenix egg. There are still a few people queuing up at the grilled fish stall. Huo Yuhao grilled 16 strips at a time, and his hand was so fast that afterimages appeared. As for whether the phoenix egg will be robbed, Huo Yuhao felt that no one should be able to take it away. If I hadn't pressed it with thousands of miles of ice, the high temperature emitted by this phoenix egg would not be something ordinary people could bear. And this egg cannot be stored in the storage soul guide. Because it is a living creature. Huo Yuhao can carry it because he has the storage space built into the system. Besides, do you really think Xuanzi is just a decoration? That's the 98th level Super Douluo. He is second only to Moon in Shrek Academy. Just because Xuanzi stretched his hips outside the courtyard, it does not mean he stretched his hips inside the courtyard. If Xuanzi also pulls his hips in the courtyard, then Huo Yuhao will consider himself unlucky. He could only summon the ice and snow emperors to fight on his behalf. Destroy the entire egg-grabbing family. Fortunately, this did not happen. After trying one by one to no avail, I came to the grilled fish place and queued up to receive the grilled fish for free. Huo Yuhao suddenly saw a sneaky figure. Wang Dong, why are you here? Huo Yuhao asked in confusion. He remembered that Wang Dong seemed to have gone to the soul fighting area. Why did he suddenly come to his place? Ever since he knew that Huo Yuhao had released the frozen 1,000 miles, he was either practicing or on the road of cultivation. If you have time, go to the soul fighting zone and fight a couple of them. Continuously improve yourself. According to Huo Yuhao's information, Wang Dong has learned to use air superiority, instead of fighting in close combat with a martial spirit that can fly like 250. Ha ha ha, I was discovered. Wang Dong smiled awkwardly. Wang Dong didn't expect Huo Yuhao to discover him so quickly. Originally, he wanted to try hatching phoenix eggs. Huo Yuhao asked, don't you want to try it too? Wang Dong nodded. Can't I try it, young master? It's possible, but I feel like it's in vain if you try. Huo Yuhao laughed while grilling the fish. This was the impression Wang Dong gave him, with a kind of clear stupidity. You insult me too much. Wang Dong exploded immediately. What does it mean to try, but it's all in vain? This is looking down on me. Evil yellow-haired kid. I'll do it myself. It just so happened that it was Wang Dong's turn. Wang Dong knocked the phoenix egg seriously. Put your ears close, Huo Yuhao. He was really speechless. High temperature is dangerous. High temperature is dangerous. He doesn't take these words seriously at all. Helplessly, Huo Yuhao could only slightly increase the strength of the ice sealing miles. Otherwise, if Wang Dong's ears were burned by the phoenix egg, Huo Yuhao would really be in trouble. Currently, there is only one extreme Douluo behind Huo Yuhao, or Moon, who could die at any time. What? You said that Shrek Academy also has Xuanzi. That's the supreme elder of the Holy Spirit Church. Huo Yuhao dared not leave his back to Xuanzi. If Huo Yuhao didn't have the snow pill, and didn't have the field to summon the Ice Emperor and the Snow Emperor to play for him, then Huo Yuhao would never take out this phoenix egg. As expected, Wang Dong was defeated quickly. Look, I told you, it's useless even if you try, right? You still don't believe it. Huo Yuhao spread his hands helplessly. At this time, the hatching progress moved. Phoenix egg, hatching progress 1%, Huo Yuhao, did he really try it out? However, Huo Yuhao did not speak, but silently finished grilling the last batch of grilled fish. After sending it out, he put the phoenix eggs back into the storage space. Everyone, come again next time, there are no more. Huo Yuhao said this, then he quickly ran towards his dormitory. On the way, he grabbed Wang Dong's hand and took him back to the dormitory. What are you doing? Wang Dong angrily shook off Huo Yuhao's hand, quite dissatisfied with Huo Yuhao's behavior. Come on, repeat what you just did. Huo Yuhao used Wanli Bingfeng to remake an ice display stand and put the phoenix eggs on it. Why should I listen to you? Wang Dong turned around and sat back on the bed. Next time, you eat the grilled fish first. Okay, I'll try it now. Wang Dong immediately ran over and repeated the previous action. However, there was no movement in the hatching progress. I know, Huo Yuhao suddenly knew how to hatch this egg. Chapter 38 Huo Yuhao, I am a well-known weakling in the class. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ice. The ultimate ice. Among the incubation methods Huo Yuhao has tried, only ice has not been used. How could a fire-attributed egg be hatched with ice? It was also because of this that he never used ice to hatch phoenix eggs. It's considered a blind spot, but now that you know how to hatch, the rest is easy. Just keep using ultimate ice. Phoenix egg, hatching progress 2%, phoenix egg, hatching progress 3%, then, it stopped moving. Time passed like this, and it was time for the freshman assessment. The hatching progress of the phoenix egg is stuck at 77%. Because Huo Yuhao's level is only over 40 and has not yet reached level 60, why does Huo Yuhao know? Because before this, the hatching progress of the phoenix egg was 66%, before leveling up, no matter how you inject ultimate ice, your progress will not increase. However, after Huo Yuhao leveled up and injected ultimate ice, your progress will increase. According to this calculation, Huo Yuhao's Soul Emperor will probably reach full progress. In 3 months, Huo Yuhao's soul power has reached level 47. It has improved by 2 levels in 1 month. This cultivation speed is also top-notch in the entire Soul Master world. And as the level increases, Huo Yuhao absorbs more of the origin of Tianmeng ice silkworms. Huo Yuhao's mental power increased from 2400 points to 3600 points. Surpassing most Soul Emperors. The soul skills under the Spirit Eye's martial spirit, the power of the 4 soul skills given by Tianmeng Iceworm has been increased to 35,000 years. The simulation was still 10,000 years old, so Huo Yuhao did not give the origin of Tianmeng Ice Silkworm to this soul ring. The simulation is enough. The power of copying and pasting these 2 soul skills was raised to the limit by Huo Yuhao. 35,000 years. The power is increased again. Copy speed is improved. The pasting speed has also been improved. The 2 soul rings of the Ice Emperor's martial soul also each gain 5,000 years of power. This time the freshman assessment is really about beating up the kids. Chopping melons and vegetables. Even if the 3 strongest soul masters among the freshmen were put together, they wouldn't be enough to defeat Huo Yuhao. Okay, that's it for today's class. Wang Yan said, that's right, the head teacher of the freshman class was replaced by Wang Yan, not another teacher. Although Huo Yuhao didn't know why he was transferred here, at least Huo Yuhao didn't have a bad impression of him. Acceptable. 3 months have passed, and today is the freshman assessment. This is also your first assessment after joining Shrek Academy. Only if you pass the assessment can you stay in Shrek Academy. Only then can I officially become a first-year student. Now let me tell you the main points. Wang Dong, send these. Wang Dong took a stack of paper, divided it into 10 parts, and distributed them to the students in the first row. Then the first row passes on. Your future cultivation direction is written above, which is related to your class placement. Huo Yuhao sat in the last row by the window. After taking the paper handed over by the previous student, he wrote down his future development on it. Now, let me tell you about the freshman assessment. It can be summed up in 4 words: team up and fight. 3 people fight as a group. So you have to form a team appropriately. Each team can only have 1 power attack system at most. My suggestion is to have an attack type Soul Master, a control type Soul Master, and an auxiliary Soul Master. Or you can form a team with strong attack, auxiliary, and quick attack. Of course, I won't interfere with you. You can form your own team. Each group must fight at least 10 times. Each time they gain points, they will be ranked according to the points. The top 150 groups will stay. The rest will be eliminated. So, you need to allocate your soul power reasonably. If you can't beat it, you can consider admitting defeat and retain your soul power to the greatest extent so that your team can win more games. Then the top 64 teams in terms of points will advance to the knockout rounds. There will be different rewards for the top 4. It is said that the champion's reward is very precious. Okay, let's start looking for our own team members. After Wang Yan finished speaking, he walked outside the classroom. Wang Dong flew to Huo Yuhao naturally. Everyone else also found their own team members. Can I join your group? Xiao came over. You want to join us? Wang Dong asked in disbelief. Yes. Xiao nodded. Huo Yuhao turned around. Why do you think of teaming up with me? I'm a notorious weakling in the class. Wang Dong. Are you weak? So am I an ant. Still wearing clothes. Wang Dong said sternly, of course I am here to help you pass the freshman exam. Okay, you are worthy of being my roommate. You're still thinking of me at this time. Huo Yuhao laughed so hard that tears almost came out. Then why don't you bring another one? There happens to be another one here, so bring it with you. Master Wang, what do you think? Wang Dong nodded confidently. Okay, with my young master's strength, I can easily handle the freshman assessment. Bringing another one is no problem. Huo Yuhao nodded. Okay, since young master Wang has agreed, I have no objection. Then let's call it Wang Dong's group. Xiao, what do you think? Xiao came back to her senses. Yes, anything is fine. Huo Yuhao put the paper on the table, right? Oh. Wang Dong took the pen and wrote quickly. Xiao muttered softly, actually, I think it's better to call it Huo Yuhao's group. Wang Dong looked up and asked, what? Nothing, you heard it wrong. Xiao waved his hands repeatedly. Wang Dong, oh. When all the groups had gathered people, Wang Yan also walked in from outside the classroom. It seems that everyone has been divided into groups, so I will go and hand it in, and you can go back. The students in the freshman class left one after another, and Xiao also left alone. When Huo Yuhao was about to leave, Wang Dong grabbed his hand. What for? Huo Yuhao asked puzzledly. Wang Dong replied, Teacher Xiaoya asked us to go find her. It seems that she has prepared something for us. Prepare something for us? Tang sect hidden weapons? Huo Yuhao asked. That should be right. Isn't Tang sect famous for its hidden weapons? But Teacher Xiaoya looks down on you too much, doesn't she? With you here, why do we need Tang sect hidden weapons? Wang Dong couldn't help but curl his lips. Unlike the original novel, when Wang Dong joined Tang's sect, Tangya didn't do anything crazy. For example, she didn't make Wang Dong join Tang's sect directly. Thank you, Teacher Xiaoya. Wang Dong took the treasure bag handed over by Tangya. Keep working hard and bring glory to Tang's sect. Chapter 39. What? I beat the legendary king. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I knew it was a hidden weapon. Wang Dong showed an expression of as expected after opening the treasure bag. Oh, it turns out that you don't look down on me. Huo Yuhao smiled, you look down on you. After all, I didn't learn the Tang sect's hidden weapons. Wang Dong felt speechless. Teacher Xiaoya looks down on me too much, right? Yes, he can't beat Huo Yuhao now, but he is also more than 20 levels. The second soul ring is a purple 1000-year soul ring. Who has such a configuration? Looking at the entire Shrek Academy, no one has a higher soul ring configuration than him. Relax, after all, you are the weakest person in the sect now. Huo Yuhao smiled. Shrek Academy Assessment Area, located in the north of the Wuhuan Department, it is a nightmare for weak students and a paradise for strong students. Most of the assessments of Shrek Academy are conducted here. The entire assessment area is oval and an extremely wide open space. The partitions divide the area into several areas, which can be removed at any time to adjust the size of the area. Because they are all freshmen, the assessment area is divided into 50 areas. Each area is about 400 square meters. This area is completely enough for freshmen who are only in their teens and 20s. The assessment officially begins. Each group will have 3 games today. The college has sent 50 teachers to register in these 50 areas. Avoid encountering the same opponents in the round-robin match. There are a total of 321 groups this time, with an average of more than 30 groups in each class. Without Zhou Yi, there are also 30 groups in the freshman class. There are a total of 963 people. With so many people, only 450 people can be left. That is, the first 150 groups become formal students, and the rest will be eliminated. Number 33. Such a familiar area. Huo Yuhao looked at the area where Wang Dong's group was assigned and read a sentence. Huo Yuhao and the other 2 came to the 33rd area and saw Wang Yan, who came early. At a glance, after saying hello, Huo Yuhao and the other 2 found a corner to sit down. Other participating groups have also arrived. They all seem to have their own thoughts, and they look at other groups with obvious hostility. Because there is a high possibility that only half of them will be left. Prepare for the assessment, freshmen. Return to your assessment area immediately. If you fail to reach the time limit, you will be deemed to have forfeited. As the broadcast sounded, Wang Yan slowly walked in front of everyone. It seems that all the groups in our area have arrived. My name is Wang Yan, and I will be your assessment teacher in the next few days. I hope everyone can remember that this is just an assessment, not a life and death duel. It is absolutely impossible to cripple the opponent, otherwise I can only ask him to leave and report to the college. Wang Yan spoke very gently, and it didn't sound like there was any threat, but everyone understood the meaning of this sentence. Okay, let's start. First round, first game. Freshman Class 1, Wang Dong Group vs Freshman Class 3, Ouyang Junyi Group. Everyone, take your positions, and you can release your martial spirits only when I say start. Ouyang Junyi Group obviously didn't expect that they would be the first to appear. And they were facing the legendary king. Huo Yuhao, who has only 1 soul ring and defeated Su Sancher, one of the twin stars of the outer school of Shrek Academy, with 1 hand. What kind of fight is this? Teacher, we admit defeat. Ouyang Junyi said immediately after getting the consent of his teammates, Wang Dong. Wang Yan. Everyone present. What's going on? Admitting defeat before the fight even starts. The other groups didn't know Huo Yuhao's reputation, so they couldn't think of the reason why they admitted defeat anyway. Of course, they wouldn't be stupid enough to spread the news. After all, if others are weak, doesn't it mean that they are getting stronger? In Huo Yuhao's view, their act of admitting defeat is reasonable. After all, there are 10 of them. If you lose one without consumption, you still have a chance. If you really fight, you probably won't have a chance to win the next 10. It's not that Huo Yuhao is cruel, but Huo Yuhao is afraid that he won't control the strength well and be beaten to death. He is so strong now. He can even beat Ma Xiaotao. Fighting a group consisting of a chicken leg auxiliary soul master and 2 agile attack soul masters, can't you just wave your hand to destroy them? Are you sure you didn't say it wrong? Are you sure you want to admit defeat? Wang Yan asked. Sure. Ouyang Junyi nodded without any hesitation. Okay then. Freshman Class 1, Wang Dong's Group, 1. 1 win. Wang Yan said while recording on the document in his hand. Then, the games of other groups were played one after another. Soon it was Wang Dong's group's turn to play for the second time. This time the opponent did not admit defeat, and Wang Dong solved the battle at the speed of light with the strength of 2 rings. It's really too strong. Defeated 2 agile attack soul masters with 1 strike. And when there was a control soul master on the opposite side. Although the opponents were all one ring, Wang Dong only had 2 soul rings. The gap is actually not as big as imagined. But in this case, Wang Dong directly defeated this group. This shows how strong this strong attack type light goddess butterfly soul master is. And there are 2 more people like Wang Dong in their group. In their opinion, Huo Yuhao is also a 2-ring master. 3 2-ring great spirit masters are not something they can fight. At this time, the other groups finally understood why Ouyang Junyi's group, which had been fighting Huo Yuhao at the beginning, had to admit defeat. So they were saving strength for their own group, right? If they knew Huo Yuhao's true strength, I'm afraid they would have no motivation to continue fighting. Huo Yuhao also felt a little strange. Why can't he choose to explode the option? Logically, he should be given an option to explode. Is it because he is too serious? There is nothing to explode. That's right, the 3 people on the opposite side, including Wang Yan, are all men. There is indeed nothing to explode. Wang Yan also knew why the group at the beginning had to surrender, so there was intelligence. For a while, the entire District 33 was silent. Soon it was Wang Dong's group's turn to go up for the 3rd time, and this time the opponent also admitted defeat before going on the court. Huo Yuhao and his 2 companions easily won all the first day's victories, and their understanding of Huo Yuhao was limited to that of a 2-ring great soul master. It must be said that simulation is still useful. The first round of the freshman assessment ended here, and tomorrow will be the most intense day. For freshmen. Because, they need to play 7 games. This is specially arranged by Shrek Academy. The purpose is to train the students' ability to fight for a long time and the ability to reasonably allocate soul power consumption, and the most important practical ability. Hahaha, this young master is really amazing. I only made 1 move, and the opponent was so scared that he didn't even dare to go on the field. Wang Dong laughed triumphantly. He was so confident that he played well. He didn't care about the 7 games tomorrow at all. Chapter 40 Don't Give Up. I haven't had enough fun yet. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The next day, because they won all the games on the first day, they still stayed in Area 33, it's just that there are 6 more groups today than yesterday. A total of 12 groups, 36 students. Of course, there is definitely no first place in other areas. For others, the difficulty has increased a bit, but for Huo Yuhao and his team, they can still win easily. Wang Yan glanced at the people present and made sure that everyone was there before saying, since Wang Dong's group is the best group in this area, they will be the first to fight. Wang Dong's group in freshman class 1 versus Huang Chutian's group in freshman class 7. This time, they didn't surrender before the fight started like yesterday. 6 people entered the field at the same time, fighting diagonally. My name is Huang Chutian, said the tall and burly male student standing in the front. My name is Lan Susu, said the blue-haired female student on the left behind Huang Chutian. My name is Lan Luoluo, said the blue-haired female student on the right behind Huang Chutian. Huo Yuhao looked at the 3 people on the opposite side and introduced himself. Huo Yuhao. Wang Dong and Xiao Xiao followed closely behind. Wang Dong. Xiao Xiao. Huo Yuhao stood in the corner, Wang Dong was in the front, and Xiao Xiao was in the middle. On the opposite side, Huang Chutian was in the front, and Lan Susu and Lan Luoluo were behind him. According to the rules, the twin girls on the opposite side were obviously not strong attack type, either double control or double support. Start. Wang Yan shouted. Huo Yuhao's mental detection instantly covered the entire area and shared it with Wang Dong and Xiao Xiao at the same time. Huang Chutian on the opposite side shouted angrily, and his martial spirit was released. 2 circles of yellow spirit rings rose from his feet. The Lan sisters also released their martial spirits. Hair. 2 circles of yellow spirit rings appeared under the feet of Lan Luoluo and Lan Susu. The hair instantly grew more than 10 meters. Floating in the air without falling to the ground. To be honest, this scene was a bit scary, but fortunately there was no mirror here. The other groups watching were dumbfounded. What's going on? The team of 3 great soul masters above level 20 is not the first in their area. However, there are also some who are secretly happy, because both sides are great soul masters. There must be a fierce battle. By then, maybe these weaker groups can take advantage of their excessive consumption to defeat them. After Wang Dong released his martial soul, he immediately took Xiao Xiao and flew up, leaving Huo Yuhao alone in the corner. As soon as this gorgeous goddess of light butterfly appeared, Lan Susu and Lan Luoluo were almost lost. Huang Chutian was about to rush towards Huo Yuhao when he was hit by a huge black tripod. This move is called high-altitude throwing. Under the guidance of Huo Yuhao, it is a move with the least soul power consumption and the highest lethality. With Huang Chutian's second ring of soul power, it is impossible to withstand it. But Huang Chutian must struggle. He roared, and the second soul ring lit up. He actually rushed directly towards the black tripod. Power cannon hammer. A loud bang sounded. But the result was different from what he imagined. Because the black cauldron had already flown to his face. It was a close contact. Of course, Huo Yuhao couldn't just teach this one move. There are also 2 high-altitude throws. Once you miss, just recycle your martial soul and release it again, so you don't need to mobilize your soul power to take it back. It's simply a butterfly smashing the cauldron machine. It's almost an unlimited firepower version. And with Huo Yuhao's mental detection and automatic aiming, it's almost 100 shots. Wang Yan saw that the situation was not good, and immediately rescued Huang Chutian, so he was not seriously injured by the third high-altitude throw. This is the power of high-altitude throws. Even Huang Chutian, the owner of the Hercules ape martial soul with a copper skin and iron bones, couldn't stand it. If the 2 sisters of the Lan family were hit by it, they would definitely be half dead. But they have hair protection. As long as they consume soul power, they can block it, but every time they need all-round protection, because they don't know when Wang Dong and Xiao Xiao will launch an attack. If Wang Yan fails to block it and attacks too slowly, it will be the end. So they can only protect from all directions. But the soul power consumed by all directions is very high. On the other hand, the soul power consumed by Wang Dong and Xiao Xiao for each attack can be ignored. As long as Wang Dong does not fly super fast, the soul power consumed is also pitifully small. After all, flying is the ability of his martial soul. If this continues, defeat is inevitable. Besides, there is still a second-ring great soul master on the opposite side who has not made a move. The gap in strength is too great. The Lan sisters immediately decided to save their strength. We admit defeat, Wang Dong shouted in dissatisfaction, don't admit defeat. I haven't had enough fun yet, Xiao Xiao didn't know whether he was happy or what, and he also shouted, yes, don't admit defeat, let's let it go, is this okay? The Lan sisters walked towards the preparation area with anger on their faces, they felt unprecedented humiliation. Let it go and don't admit defeat. But they were powerless to refute it. They couldn't say that they had a martial soul fusion skill, right? Wouldn't that mean they were revealing their own information? Facing such a kite-flying opponent, even if they used a martial soul fusion skill, they would have to consume a lot of soul power to win. But this was obviously not a wise choice. Because there are still 6 games to go. Wang Yan was a little disappointed that he didn't get to see the fierce battle, however. He was very interested in the high-altitude throwing used by Wang Dong and Xiao Xiao. Why had he never thought of this tactic? But he still didn't know what soul skills Huo Yuhao had, he didn't even know what kind of martial soul Huo Yuhao had. Because all of Huo Yuhao's information was taken away. There were 100 people in the whole class, and Huo Yuhao was the most special. So Wang Yan was very curious about Huo Yuhao's martial soul, but he couldn't ask directly. After all, this involved privacy. Originally, he thought he would be able to see Huo Yuhao take action this time, but Wang Dong and Xiao Xiao defeated this group of 3 soul masters. Huo Yuhao sat there from beginning to end. No movement at all. But who is he? He is the representative of the theoretical stream of Shrek Academy. He is also the leading senior teacher in the outer courtyard. He is qualified to teach students in the inner courtyard. He observed that Huo Yuhao's eyes flashed at the beginning. Although the soul ring did not light up, Wang Yan firmly believed that Huo Yuhao must have used soul skills. He believed in his intuition. Although he could not see anything now. He could not even see what type of soul master Huo Yuhao was. But this did not affect his belief that his intuition was right. Wang Dong's team wins. Wang Yan said, the subsequent 6 games were basically just a formality, and no one wanted to fight Huo Yuhao and his 3 friends. After all, most of their groups only had 1 soul master with 2 rings. There was even a group with 1 soul ring. The total number of soul rings was not as many as Huo Yuhao's. To be honest, Huo Yuhao was a little disappointed. There was not a single group that could make him reveal an option. Invincible loneliness. Not only Huo Yuhao, but even Wang Dong and Xiao Xiao were also very frustrated. They said the assessment was difficult, so why did they all admit defeat at the beginning?